Hi, welcome to my page. I am Cindy with Cindy's Crafty Creations. Today I'm going to make a little rooster craft. So kind of farmhousey door hanger. I'm going to use 2 of these small wreath forms. I think they're like 10-inch or something. And then I have this, those are from Dollar Tree. They come in usually a pack of 2. I'm going to use this little rooster I got at Dollar General. And then I have some reindeer moss from Dollar Tree I'm going to use. I have some styrofoam eggs. They're little ones from Dollar Tree I'm going to use. And then I have just some ribbon and we'll see what we come up with. So let's get started. First of all, I want these. So I want the flat sides facing each other. So I'm going to put one facing down. And then I'm going to take some of this reindeer moss. This is my leftover. And we're just going to put it around inside here. We're just going to spread it out. You can use Spanish moss. You could use floral moss. Any type of moss you want to use. It's just whatever your preference is. Normally, I use Spanish moss, but my Spanish moss is getting low. I got to get some more. So, we're just going to use this. I think it'll work out great because it's green and chickens hang out in the grass. So all right, let's see, make sure I don't have any bare spots because you want it to look full. I'm going to put a little bit more over here. All right. I'm not gluing this down or anything. Let's set that off to the side. And now, normally these eggs, you could paint them, but they're already white. So I'm just going to leave them. So I'm just going to start gluing these on here around the wreath form. I'm not sure how many I'm going to use. I'll tell you when I'm finished how many I've used. So you just place them however you want. If you want them closer together, put them closer together. If you want a little space, I like a little space between them. Then you can see the greenery. I'll get all these on here and then I'll show you what we do next. So I'm going to get all these on here and then I'll come back. Okay, I got these glued on here. I ended up using 11 of them. I'm going to get some of this out of the way so it don't look so bunched up. All right. So now that I have all my eggs on there, I'm going to take my other wreath form flat side down and I'm going to place it on top of the eggs. And then I'm going to take some little zip ties. These are just the 4-inch ones. I was going to use black, but I can't find my black one, so I'm just going to use clear. And then we're just going to zip tie these wreath forms together. You're going to do it tight enough to hold the eggs and the moss in, but not so tight where you're smashing everything. So, let's see. Let me get my little tools out. I got my nails done for vacation and they did them too long and they're like getting in my way. I'm so ready for them to be off. But I want to keep them till they're, I don't want to like just take them off for no reason though. All right. I'm going to come up here and I'm going to put one. I'm probably going to put like maybe, no, 4, maybe 6 on here. Oops. Let's get this little stinking one. Don't want to go through there. All right. All right, I'm going to get these on here and then I'll come back. Okay, I got all my zip ties on and then I just cut the extra off and I put the little where you zip tie them together. I just put those on the back side so nobody can see them. But here's what we have so far. Just a little wreath form. If you get extra, like little greenery that's sticking out, you can trim it off so it's not making it look like not round. Let's see. All right. All right. I think that's good. And now I'm going to, this has a little hanger. I think I'm going to take the hanger off because I'm not going to need it. First of all, I'm going to heat up the sticker on the back with my heat gun. My heat gun I got from Harbor Freight. You just heat it up and it reactivates the glue and it'll peel right off. This is metal, so be careful. I'm going to get, these nails are in my way, so I'm going to get one of my little razor blade scrapers so I can pull it up to grab it. And sometimes you'll have a little bit of sticky still left on there. You can take like rubbing alcohol and get that off, but I'm not going to worry about it because it's going to be on the back side. But I am going to take this wire off of here because I don't need it. I'm just gonna cut it and pull that off. And then I'm gonna attach it on here. I have to decide if I want it on the side or if I want it at the bottom. I'm thinking at the bottom. So I'm going to put some E6000 on here, which is going to hold it long term. And I'm going to use hot glue also, which is going to help it adhere like right now. Like it's going to hold it. It's going to hold it right away. And then the E6000 will hold it long term. My E6000 doesn't want to come out. Okay. Put that on there. And we'll get some hot glue. All right, let me get the center. I'm just going to hold that so that it stays. And I think while this is drying, I'm going to make a bow for the top. So I'm going to slide that out of the way. Let me get some ribbon. This ribbon I think I got from Hobby Lobby. Had to stop and think. And then I'm going to bunch it up and get a piece of twine and tie it in the middle. But like I said, the eggs, you could paint them if you wanted to. Like if you wanted like brown eggs, or if you wanted speckled eggs, just whatever you prefer. Trying to get these so they're about even before I tie it off good. We'll trim this extra, maybe. Actually, I might use that to tie it onto the wreath form. Let's see. Yeah. I might use that to tie the bow onto the wreath form. So let me tie this, and then I might put a little bit of glue on there also just to help hold it. This is just a quick, simple little farmhouse craft. You could even get the bigger wreath forms and use the bigger eggs. Okay, let me get this in the center because I think I'm going to put a dab of glue on there to help hold it. All right. Let that set for a minute. And then we'll fluff up the bow. And let me get my fabric scissors so I can cut the ribbon. I think I'm going to do it about right there. Because I kind of want it to hang down in the middle. I think that needs to go a little bit shorter. Okay, let me mess with this bow. I'll be right back. All right, I have this so far And now I'm gonna put a twine hanger on it so that you can put it on a nail or a door hanger. And I'm also gonna make a little ribbon, I think, for the rooster. So let me get a piece of twine, and then I'm gonna use some of this smaller twine to make a little bow for the rooster. So for this, I leave a little bit hang, and then I'm going to use 3 fingers, 1, 2, 3, wrap it around. I'm going to pull this together. Whoops. And then I'm going to tie that off. Today's my birthday, and so this morning after I dropped the kiddos off, I went and got my free Starbucks. And not only did they give me a free drink, they ended up giving me a free birthday pop. I was like, cake pop. I was like, oh, that was nice of you. So that was kind of cool. I wasn't expecting, I knew I was getting the free drink, but I didn't expect the free cake pop. All right, so here's just a little bow that I just made out of twine, and I'm going to stick that on the rooster's neck, and then I'll trim up the ends. So let me get, since the rooster's metal, I'm going to use some E6000. If your surface is metal, glass, it's better to use E6000 so that it holds better. Okay. So now I'm going to just trim up my ends. A little bit more on that side. And while that's drying, let's put a hanger on here. So I'm going to flip this over upside down. And then let's see how I want to do it. Let me tie a knot in the end. I'm going to put a double knot so that it doesn't come undone. And then I'm just going to stick this through the top here. Pull it through. Stick this through the end. Like that. And then I will trim this off. And there's what we got for today. A little farmhouse, rooster, chicken craft. So I'll go over what I used. I used 2 of the 10-inch wreath forms from Dollar Tree. They come in a pack of 2. I used some reindeer moss from Dollar Tree. I used, it's a metal rooster from Dollar General. And then I added a bunch of the white styrofoam eggs. Those are all from Dollar Tree. I added a ribbon. that's from Hobby Lobby. And then I just added a twine hanger and a little twine bow on the rooster chicken. I would say chicken since it laid the eggs, because the roosters don't lay eggs. They just help them. Anyway, there's my little farmhouse craft from today. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoy the crafts I make, please hit the subscribe button. I would love to have as many subscribers as I can get. I love teaching people how to craft, and it's fun. And you can do it yourself. You can do it with your kiddos. You can do it with your grandkids. Just all kinds of things. But yeah, there's a little farmhouse craft for today. All right, guys, I'm going to get off of here. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching. Please hit the subscribe button, and I will see you on more videos. Bye, guys.